The servants lower their eyes. I, too, avert my gaze, back to the painting.
My poor husband, burned alive in his own bed. And at the celebration of his birthday, what did he do to invite such hatred? But what an opportunity it was for those who hated him. An open gate, open doors, and an open invitation to wander the palace in mass secrecy. Why, we couldn't have made it any easier. Guests have been scarce since then, but now that you are here, all that will change.
What do you have in mind?
What do I have in mind? Well...
A smile touches the Countess's lips. She must have been waiting for me to ask.
It is unspeakably lonely, trapped up here in this hollow tomb of the house. I long for company, especially at this time of the year when his birthday looms ever closer. It's very simple. This year, we will hold another masquerade, and the palace shall open its gates to the public once more.
The servants jolt to attention. I'm shaken as well. Another masquerade? Surely the city folk won't take the idea so quickly.
I know what you're thinking. The city folk won't take to the idea so quickly. As a matter of fact, that's exactly where you come in. As I'm sure you know, my husband's murder was not the only crime visited upon the palace that day. The murderer was locked away at once in the depths of the dungeon. Yet, he somehow managed to escape. And to the endless embarrassment of this household, we haven't been able to find him since. As long as he stalks the shadows of the city, I cannot guarantee the safety of my guests. For years, he has eluded me, and the trail has gone cold. It seems as though we've exhausted conventional means. And so, where conventional means fail, one must turn to the unconventional.
Her mentoring gaze falls upon me.
You come highly recommended. Your master is known far and wide. But word on the street is that you have already surpassed him. I myself see the future, in dreams, whether I like it or not. It is because I've seen the future that I know you are the one who will find him for me. Julian Devorak, the doctor who betrayed us and murdered my husband.
There's a terrible crash. All eyes land on Portia, whose face is stricken with horror. At her feet, the broken remnants of the golden goose are seeping into the floor.
Portia?
Forgive me, milady. Slippery hands.
You are forgiven.
Two servants rush to her aid, sweeping away the shattered glass with wind-sprint speed. And if we find him, the Countess sets her glass down.
When we find him, we will bring him before the people so all may see his long-awaited punishment. Whether he begs for his life or hangs his head in defeat, the people will delight in his suffering. A spectacle of vengeance. The mob will love it. And so, to commence the festivities, the doctor will die on the gallows. Well, if all goes according to plan.
The Countess rises. On instinct, I rise as well.
Portia. Portia.
Yes, milady.
Show range to the guest quarters. I imagine there's much to ponder before the night is out.
Right away, milady.
Portia pulls me to my feet, and with a humble bow, whisks me away to the doorway.
I'm interested to see more of this magic of yours, Rain. And I look forward to our partnership.
Automatically, I bow. The Countess looks pleased. Portia hurries me out the door. Portia is quiet as she ushers me down the hall toward my room. I don't mind. The Countess' words left us both with much to think about. After a few turns, we passed a wide staircase, veiled in shadow. A draft rushes down from the floor above, prickling my skin. It's cold, and it smells of ash. I strain to see where the stairs lead, but the darkness at the top is impenetrable. More importantly, curled up on the bottom step are two large, lanky dogs. They notice me just as I've noticed them. Fathomless eyes fix upon me, and they rise slowly, without a sound. Though they look as though they could strike at any moment, I sense no ill intent. I hold out my hand and they approach to sniff it. Their huffing breaths tickle my skin. The more they smell, the more their tails start to swing from side to side. There is a gasp from up ahead, and I look up to see Portia watching the scene unfold with wide eyes.
Oh my. What's this? You actually got up from your favorite stare?
She rounds back, observing the dogs in wonder.
Well, this is bizarre. These two never take kindly to strangers. It's just how they were trained, but I've never seen them act like this.
Slim snouts brush up against my sides as the dogs investigate me further. Satisfied, they draw back, looking at me expectantly. On a whim, I reach out to run my hand over the smaller one's silky coat.
I wouldn't do that if I were you!
The dog rears back, from my hand or from Portia's panicked tone, I'm not sure.
Sorry, I know they're gorgeous and all. But they're also a little unpredictable. I'd rather you keep that hand. Now go on, you two. Protect your stairs.
The hounds trot dutifully back to their spot. They nearly blend into the marble.
Oh, that reminds me, they haven't had the chamomile cakes. They're gonna be up all night. Keep Brian company, you two. No growling, no snapping, no biting. They've gotten a lot better. It's just tough to train them out of their old ways. Count Lucio liked to keep them vicious. Be right back.
Portia swoops through a sliding panel in the wall. I'm left alone in the hallway with the dogs. I feel the big one sniff my side insistently. When I look down, it simply pulls back and stares. Then the smaller one is sniffing my other side, huffing samples of my scent. I whirl to catch it, and it sits back on its haunches, watching me innocently. Cheeky. As I look into its once sanguine eye, an unsettling sensation ripples through my body like a wave of fever.
Ooh, hello, hello, hello. What do we have here? A guest.
I startle back, gaze darting up and down the corridor. Who said that? It sounded like it was coming from up there, the top of the stairs. I can only see so far into the hollow gloom. But there's no one there. I nearly jump when I feel yanking at my garments. The dogs. Their teeth are buried in my clothes, unrelenting as they drag me onto the stairs. I trip up the first few steps, and their tails start wagging. I hear the voice again, a hiss of delight.
Yes, my beauties. Bring that morsel to Papa.
Hey! I wrench myself free, groaning in frustration. The dog scampered to the top of the stairs. And wait. Carefully, I take the next step toward the oppressive gloom.
Good. Just a little closer. Best behavior, you two. Let's show off our famous hospitality.
Snickering bounces off the walls, and I feel the sweltering heat at my back, urging me higher. I shake the voice from my head. My mind clears as feeling returns to my limbs. I can move. The dogs snap at the air after me, whining bitterly as I leave them in the dust. When I stumble down the stairs, disoriented, Portia's looking around corners for me.
There you are. Where did the dogs go? Up the stairs?
Up the stairs. I nod, feeling the last of the haze lift from my mind. She takes me gently by the elbow.
You know, I'm just gonna leave these cakes right here and let's get you to bed. You've had a long day.